People, how we doing, people? Listen, I am just walking up to see some fella. He's a good fella, yeah? He's had a hard life. He's been addicted to a Class A drug, and he's accepted me and him to go and have a cup of coffee, tea or a coffee, and he's going to have a little chat with me about it. You know, what's the purpose for this? Let me tell you the purpose. The purpose is we're trying to understand the mind of an addict. Yeah, well, I'm trying to be a voice. I've been addicted to these Class A drugs, mate. I know what it's like, but I'm trying to be a voice. I want the viewers to look in and understand these people, because they're on the fringe of society, all right? But I want the viewers to understand these people so they can do effective work in their society, you know, to bring positive change. Yes, there he is. There he is. The main man. There he is, Bob. There he is. There's the main man. Hi, what's happening?
Fucking joint.
Yes, Bob.
Hello,
how we doing? You alright?
Very well, thank you.
Cool. We're in Maidstone, what's it? Moor, isn't it?
Shopping centre, isn't it?
Shopping centre.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but...
Yeah, it's called
Pentagon. It used to be the Pentagon.
that was a Chatham one, wasn't it? Pentagon. This one's called the Moor.
Oh, right, okay.
But we're in here, having a cup of tea. What you got?
Coffee.
Cup of coffee. And we're going to have a chat, about addiction. What was it like to be an addict? Yeah. And...
Still am.
Yeah, still am. That's what I'm saying. I've been an addict, and I've been broken away from that life for 11 years. Yeah, and like Bob's going to explain a little bit what it was like to be an addict.
Yeah.
You know, what come with that addiction. You know, what did it do to his lifestyle? You know, this is what we're going to be speaking about, and we want to bring awareness to people, viewers who are looking in. You know, so they can see, you know, the mind of an addict, and you know, and that we need our community to help us. Yeah.
I think once you're an addict, there's always a path, as in like where you start off an addict as in on this or that or whatever.
Yeah.
You then get past that, but then you sort of like replace that with a different addiction.
Yeah.
And I think once you're an addict, and I've been told an addict is an illness.
Yeah.
You can't get out of it. You can, but you can't.
Yeah, I mean, the research I did. A substance use disorder is a disease, and it affects the mind and your behaviour. Like, that's what professionals are saying, right? So go on then. But basically, I moved to Maidstone. I met Bob, and Bob is a decent fella. Absolutely, honestly, you are a pucker fella, mate. I've been chatting to you. My little boy loves you.
Yeah, I know.
When he sees you walking out the road, he grabs your hand, holds your hand, walking out the road,
like
gives you the knuckles.
Yeah, of course he does.
My wife, loves you. And
come and visit me in hospital and everything.
That's what I'm saying. We come and visit Bob in hospital. You was in hospital, weren't you, for how long? Over a week, weren't you?
12 days.
Come there, looked after you. But we're committed to you, Bob. Yeah, our family are committed to you and love you, and we love you, right? But so. The mind of an addict, right? The mind of an addict. So just briefly, for a few minutes, tell us like your story, how you got addicted to Class A drug. What was it?
What, from the start?
Yeah, what was it? Like, what was the dangerous Class A drug? What was it? How did you get addicted to it? And what was it like living that life?
Basically, my story is, if I'm honest about it, I sort of ran away. I'm adopted. I ran away from home when I was, and what it is, obviously, I was born and then I was like given away, so that probably, without you even knowing about it, gives you the ump. Alright, so through your life, and then I found out by the age of 8 that I was adopted, and that I couldn't put that together in my head. I think I didn't even know what adoption meant or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I found out that the parents that have got me now weren't my real parents. But then thinking back at a later stage, my brother, who ain't my brother, I remember bits and pieces of us having to go to like high court or whatever over Tunbridge Wells, because I lived in Tunbridge at the time. I can remember then my adopted parents saying to me about, here's your new brother and all that, and all I was interested in was riding about on this milk boat that you push along with your feet.
Yeah.
So it didn't really register, if I'm honest about it. And then as we grew up, I was the one that went out like wanting to play in the woods and like go on rope swings and get covered in shit and everything else, blah blah blah. Whereas my brother would sit there studying school books. So he was like the prim and proper, perfect little child.
Yeah.
I was the WANKER.
Yeah.
But, never took any notice of it. And when I got to about the age of 14, 15, I thought, bollocks to this. I've had enough of it. And so I arranged with a mate of mine to run away from home. And I used to live in an old council house in Tunbridge, Prince of Gardens. So what I did that night when we arranged it, I jumped down onto the ledge above the front door, which is a concrete like shelter thing to stop you getting wet when it's raining and all that crap. Ran away, got to where he was supposed to meet, he never turned up. So I'm like thinking, bollocks, what do I do now? And it's dark, and I was only like I say, 14, 15, and I was a bit scared of the dark and all that, if I'm honest about it. Couldn't find him. Next thing you know, I got picked up by the old bill, got beaten up. My adopted brother knew that I was running away, stole all the money out of my mum's handbag, right, and then so I got the blame for that because I'm the wrong one out of the family. Anyway, long story short, so 16 I've cut my ties with them. I've lived on my own since then, but along the way I picked up where you hang around in a certain crowd or whatever and fit in, like say someone's got a crack pipe or whatever, yeah, I'll have on that. And then it got to, at one point, it got into like heroin and all that.
How did it get into heroin?
Through a bird that I was seeing. I was, well, obviously I was into the crack, didn't know nothing about dark or heroin or whatever you want to call it. And so obviously she'd go out and get a 10 bag of dark and she'd get me a 10 bag of white. Me being a greedy little junkie that I am, or was, I'd smoke on my white and say, goose, go on that. And then next thing you know, I've got an habit.
Yeah. So how old was you when you first got an habit on the crack?
On the crack, probably about 21.
21, what about heroin?
Like, literally about 10 years ago. So I'm 51 now, yeah, about 40s, 35.
Ah, so you was a late comer then?
Yeah, never ever even seen it before.
Because I got addicted to heroin at 15.
Yeah, I've
crack,
never seen it before.
I think crack was about 17. No, like I started young. All right, cool. Yeah, so then you started taking that. What was the feeling of that, taking the heroin? What did it do to you?
When I first done it, it was lovely.
Yeah.
And then, if I'm honest about it, and I used to inject it as well. Well, I didn't. She did, done it for me because I can't do it.
No, just quickly. I just want to draw all the nuggets. How long was you booting it on tin foil?
I've never done it.
You never done it, so you went straight on to injecting it straight away. God, that's lethal, though, isn't it? Because if you take too much of that, you can OD.
Yeah, but I never knew how to do it, so I trusted her to do it for me.
All right. So
and to this day, I still couldn't even put a needle in myself.
So she probably only just put a little bit at a time in you, because if you'd have had too much, like maybe a £10 bag
I went
of
over
heroin,
a couple of times.
You went over a couple of. All right, cool. So go on then. So when you started taking that, what was going on with you? What was your feeling?
It was brilliant, and then after a while, it was just making me feel well. To go to work and do this and do that. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm plastered by trade.
It made you feel confident?
Nah, it just made me well anymore, rather than pissing and shitting and puking and everything else. You know what I mean? It just got me through it.
Yeah, so for the viewers, just explain that. Why do you need it to take you well? Because let's talk about the addiction of it, like the habit, like what it does to you. So like, do you want me to interject? So basically, if you take opiates for longer than 3, 4, 5 days, your brain,
in your bones.
Your body starts to depend on it.
Yep.
Yeah, and then obviously when you don't do it, you need it to. You're really like you're putting out the eye of a needle. You know, you're sicking up, and you need it to make you well.
Sneezing and shaking.
Sneezing, because I think the proper term for it, I think, is endorphins. Your brain sends endorphins down into your body, relaxes your body. Yeah, that's what your brain does for your body. Yeah. So when you take opiates, your brain thinks, oh, I don't have to do it no more. So it stops sending them endorphins down to your body because the opiates is doing the job. So then when you stop taking opiates, your brain takes about 2 to 3 weeks for it to realise, oh, the body's not getting what it should be getting. And so it takes a few weeks. And in that few 2 to 3 weeks, you are really in banging trouble. Rattling, right, clucking. So that's what takes you to a place of despair where you start robbing people.
You can't turn up for work. You can't leave a look. You become like the worst person in the world to all your like dearest and nearest, like friends and that.
Yeah.
You start just taking the piss.
Come on, tell me what that looked like and taking liberties out of people. Like, what did heroin make you do?
it makes you, at the time you don't give a fuck because you just like literally, like you make yourself well. But then when you start coming down off that buzz, you start thinking to yourself, what have I just done to that man? Or what have I just done to one of my so-called friends? And it makes you feel in a dark place. So then you want to write it, so then you want to go out and rob someone or do whatever to make it right with that person.
So what are you saying? You're saying that the drugs cause you to do something, and in a moment of madness, you've done it through through
despair
and through needed that next hit.
Yeah.
But then after you've done it, that wasn't you. Wasn't you?
You know that
wasn't you. You realise, what have I just done? That's a scumbag.
But then also,
act.
I think certain people as well. I'm not being rude to anyone in this town or anything like that. I think there's certain people that get the fact that they think, do you know what, I've done it wrong in there. There's other people who don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because their whole life is expanding around it.
Yeah.
But then 9 times out of 10, like, I've had a shit upbringing.
Yeah.
But I've done like everything I've got now. I've got it myself.
Yeah.
But there's certain other people who've probably been on it for about 3 or 4 years and thinking they get dealt a bad hand and all that shit.
Yeah.
They ain't been through nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You try living on. I lived in a car for 3 years, and it's in Tunbridge down Longmead Hill.
Yeah.
And even the whole road, it was cut off the main hill coming down, put in a petition not to move my car. Car weren't tax insured, no nothing. It was a maxi.
Yeah. All right,
I lived in the back of it.
That's what I'm saying. So listen, go back to what damage did it do to you mentally, physically, relational?
I lost everything.
Go on then, what do you mean? You lost everything? Go on, talk to me.
I'm 51 now. When I was 25, I got married. Got married in Chinstone Castle. It's the most beautiful girl in the world. The whole lot, right? And then I was serving up white at the time. Got cocaine, not crack, but cocaine. And I let it get in front of me. And every week I was going back, and so I'd pay about say 1,500 quid. I'd come back with a grand. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm doing all right. But I weren't. I was £500 behind every week. Next thing you know, I got like 2.5 grand, 3 grand on me, and just ruined my life. I then got me a gas smashed up that I bought. I had a mortgage for.
Who smashed it up?
The travellers that I'd money to.
Who that you robbed?
No, I didn't rob them. All it was, everything kept getting put on top of me. I was driving down Castle Street one night, and the gabbers were at the end of the road, and I see them coming up, and I had an ounce of each in the front of my motor.
Yeah.
I knew they was coming for me, so all I had to do was bolt. So I bolted, I left the 2 things in there, but it was in my wife's car, and it all went tits up from then.
Then that's why they
So now I've got to pay back the money.
So what you're saying, selling drugs to feed your habit, yeah, caused you to have a turnout, have a police chase, left the drugs there, so then the people who give you that drugs, who you needed to pay money back, they want the money back.
Plus what I owed anyway.
And then so they was coming around and smashed your house up. That's what I'm saying. So so it don't work, right?
No, of course not.
Taking heroin, going, what else? What other stuff? How did it affect your family, like your close family?
I lost my wife.
Lost your wife? What?
Yeah.
Because of the heroin?
Yeah.
Because of the
coke it was it.
Because of the coke and because of that lifestyle, committing crime to feed your
One
habit.
night I weren't there, and then there was some 2 geezers I had money to from, I can't remember where it's from now.
Yeah.
But anyway, right, I weren't there luckily, and they knocked the door about fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. Like proper knocking it. She's come down answering the door, thinking it might be me, like, trying to get in or something like that. They just literally pushed her out of the way, gone up to the bedroom, searched all the wardrobes, everything, scared the shit out of her, threatened to kidnap me when they find me and all that bullshit, all that crap. And I put her for all that.
That's what I'm saying. So you lost that. What about friends? Was you isolated? Was you alone through this?
The friends you had around it at that time, if you're honest about it, are friends that are just trying to get the freebies.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They weren't real friends.
Yeah, associates then.
Yeah, associates, yeah.
If you got money, they're there. If you ain't got money, they're not.
Exactly that.
So basically what you're saying is then, so you become lonely.
Yeah. Well, I'm still, if I'm honest about it, like I live on my own now and all that, I'm quite happy with that, so I can deal with it.
So how long have you been away? Because I've had a chat with you, and I know you're clean off of heroin and crack now.
Definitely.
Right, you've come away from that. So how did you get off that? Sorry, how did you get off of it?
I've been to detox twice. That the heroin, I had no problem in the world getting off that. I wanted to get off it because I was sick and tired of every morning I went to work, and then because, like I was explaining earlier, I can't get myself. I can't put a needle in me out now. And so what it was, every morning I had to get up, but the night before I had to make sure there was 2 bags there, one for her, for getting up in the morning and one for me to go to work. The minute I go home from work, there'll be dickheads around the house, all trying to score, because I used to serve up anyway. And then I was to go in there and say, right, sort me out please, I feel ill. Got like that, and I was thought to me, you know what, that ain't a life, mate. I go to work every day, I do try my hardest and all that, but I knew I'm going down the slippery slope, you know what I mean?
Alright, yeah. And, so you see the damaging of that lifestyle, yeah? And the trauma, what comes with it. So what about, so then now you said you're still addicted, yeah? So you come away from heroin, stopped crack, how long have you been clean? From heroin and crack?
Over 4 years.
Over 4 years. I think you come out of jail and you made that decision. So you come out of prison clean, didn't you? And then
no, what it is, I'll be honest with you, and I think if I'm honest, I think they fucked up here. I went to detox in March, April. And what they done, they got me off drink. That was 2 weeks. And bearing in mind, it costs like £1,300 a week to keep it there. Thank you for that, I appreciate that. But then on the last week, they said to me, do you want to come off the buprenorphine, which is a substitute for the heroin? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. And then what they did, they give me, I was on 8 mil of Subutex at the time, or buprenorphine, whatever you want to call it. So what they done me a week's reduction. So basically on the Sunday was my last meal of Tex. On Monday, let me go. So basically, I'll come outside now and full blown clucking.
Yeah.
Because it ain't just like, that's your last 1 meal and you're going to be all right now. You're not.
So what are you saying? You're saying like the professionals
fucked it up.
Let you down.
Yeah.
And you come back out and then obviously
it's all downhill. No, I want to drink again. I ain't going back to drugs, no way.
So, so you come out in trouble and you went to another addiction. And that's drink.
Yeah, but that drink, like I tried to explain to my probation and everything else, from the age of like 17, 18, I'm a plasterer by trade. My work was always got through going to because where I've always been on my own, my work was got through like going to the pub in the evening, had me dinner, but where I was covered in plaster and shit, that's how I got my work.
Yeah.
It was always like, pubs where it used to be where you used to get your work from. There wasn't this internet and all that shit then.
Yeah.
And so I was sitting in a pub covered in plaster, and you get a builder going, and by the way, how much charge to play? What do you want to do tomorrow?
Yeah.
You want to fancy coming to work with me? Like, so that's how you got your work.
Yeah.
So then, basically, I'm sitting there glugging like 5 or 6 pints down every single night, having my dinner in the pub. There's no one at home to cook it. That's my life. It's been like that for 30 years.
Because you was on your own.
Yeah. So drink has always been my downfall.
So you do drink all the time now, yeah?
Yeah, I drink every day.
Every day.
If I don't, I'll shake like a leaf. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what do you drink?
Night cider.
Yeah.
Shouldn't advertise that, but there you go.
That's all right. Listen, but all right, cool. So, do you think someone addicted to drugs can change? Because we can see that you've changed from drugs, but you've still got an addiction, right?
Yeah, but heroin.
So the dream scenario is completely kick that addiction. I know that me and you have had this chat before. Especially I come up and visit you in the hospital a couple of times because you got rushed into hospital and like you never had no drink for over a week no drink.
Come back out and drink.
And you looked well and we had that chat. I said, come on, you can do it. And you come back out and you've dabbled it still, but you've got a plan. You've got a plan, right?
Yeah.
You've got a plan and me and Rowena are going to try and walk with you with this plan so, to conquer it so you can get full time into work without worrying have to have a drink. But, so do you think people who's addicted to drugs can change?
Yes, I do.
What, all of them?
Like with the heroin and the crack, like heroin, if I'm honest about it, I used to serve up and all that, and I used to be able to walk through this town, and then literally I could buy a burner phone, right, and drop my number, all the people dotting in the fucking, in the doorways and all that bullshit, and by about 6-7 foot that evening, my phone would be ringing off the hook, right? Crack is in your mind. Heroin's in your bones, crack's in your mind. But I think an addict is an addict you'll never change.
I like that. Heroin's in your bones and crack's in your mind. I like that.
That's right, it's true.
Yeah, it is, and that's true. That's what I like. I've never heard it say like that before, but I know that to be true.
Heroin is an illness, and it will make you diarrhea, sneeze your arse off, do this, do that, and you will go and rob your nan for that last £10 note.
Yeah.
Crack cocaine is literally, I want it now. Just being a greedy little wanker.
So can they change? They can, yeah? But how can they change?
By trying to get off it, but I think an addict is always an addict.
Is that what you think?
I know. There's no getting away from it. if you change, even like me now at the moment, I'm on alcohol, yeah? So if I do manage to change that, I'll probably be on computer games. It's the same, it's like once you start something, that's it, I'm on it.
All right, so what can you do, yeah, to call out for help? You know,
You can
what
go
is that?
into CGL and all that,
Yeah.
right? Me personally, I need to get back into work.
Yeah.
That's my get out of jail card, do you know what I mean? But at the moment, if I'm honest about it, a lot of people don't trust me because I've been such a wanker in the past.
Yeah.
So it's hard work to get back in. I've been plastering for 30 years, I'm good at it. And a lot of people have backed me up on that one.
All right. All right. Listen, cool. Right, listen, it's good. It's good. I'm yet to do a podcast with you. I want to do a proper podcast with you, so we can go a bit deeper.
Oh.
But there's just it was just some. We just delved a little bit, just dug a little bit. But I just want you to, for the viewers watching, I want you to look to the camera, right? And I want you to speak to what can our society do to help people step into recovery.
Worst case scenario, don't push someone into it. Let them know that there is a way out, but you've got to, whether you like it or not, part of it, you've got to do it yourself. You've got to want to do it, because like I say, I wanted to get off heroin, I've done it. I wanted to get off crack, I've done it. But then now I'm on alcohol and I'm doing it. But it's like I'm going for my third detox, hopefully done over the next 6 months. But a lot of it is when you come out, it's boredom. Right, and when there's nothing for people to do, like you ain't got a job to go to or whatever, you find yourself going back in your own traits or whatever you want to call it, and you just get caught up in that whirlwind of, oh, should we do this, should we do that? And next thing you know, bang, you're in it. There needs to be a way of, people with addiction, there should be, and I'm like not ladged up, sorry, I'm with CGL and all that now, and it's hard to drag yourself along there when you've got a can of beer sitting in front of you. That makes sense, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what can, practically, on a practical level, what can people out there watching this, what can they do if they're in their community and they see people struggling? What can they do? Some simple next steps. You know, what is that?
Giving them opportunity, as in like
opportunities.
Yeah, opportunities. It's like I've got a job centre this afternoon at 3:30. I'm going to ask the job centre for every single like plastering firm based around Mason, because I ain't got a driving licence. If I go back to work tomorrow, I'll go back. Yeah. I'm not a lazy bastard. Yeah. But because all I'm doing is waking up every day and I'm like, right, fuck it, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's happened here, but I had a shower and that's happened. But anyway, I have a shower and that, get myself changed, trying to make myself look, you noticed it, I try to make myself look a bit more presentable.
Yeah, you look good.
Trying to get out the shit I'm in, but there's always someone willing to knock you back a peg.
Yeah. So what I would say to all these wonderful viewers looking in, you're all amazing, I salute you. What I would say,
and me.
It's a genuine, it's a genuine
it's a problem.
person, a human being, somebody's, some dad's son, some mum's son, who's made some bad choices, who's in the wrong environment, and he got addicted to drugs, and addiction has been with him for this many years, and he's still addicted to drink. But what he's saying that these people out there have been caught up into madness, whether it's lacking in accountability through nurture and nature, whether it's struggles, pain that they suffered when they was younger. But all they need is a helping hand. All they need is us to step in and help them, open up doors for them. What I do know as well, because I used to work at Cook on the Raw Talent Programme, and I know that the percentage is 67% that people in businesses will not employ people who's got criminal records, people who's been exposed to madness. So I know there's big numbers out there where people in our society, everyone find it hard and challenging to, really be bold and courageous and step into, an arena like this where there's people like the life that I led and the life that he led, where we was addicted to drugs, Yeah, but we need it. They need it. Yeah, right? And we need you. We need you to be bold, to step in there. Let's start really doing a good work, a positive work. Yeah, and then we can change this world. Yeah? God bless.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. So, we have done...
The podcast?
No,
the clip. Right?
Yeah, we've done the clip. The podcast is coming, but we've done that. And on the way back, I just thought, after that little chat, let's just go and have a game of pool. And so we've got a kebab on this. If I win, he's got to buy me a kebab, yeah? And vice versa,
And
yeah?
it's prison rules.
And it's prison rules, yeah, right? It's prison rules, right? Hey, come on.